Thank you for joining me. I'm Alex. I would like to talk to you about Kohl's today. Kohl's is a brick and mortar retailer. They're a fairly big department store. They have apparel, outdoor stuff, um, you know, whatever you would find in a general department store, basically. So they're a nationwide retailer. I don't see them going away anytime soon. They certainly have seen the effects of Amazon, and they're doing a bit of e-commerce, but overall smaller than their peers as a Walmart or an Amazon or whatever you have. So still, I don't see them going away anytime soon. I really don't see Amazon just taking over everything and bankrupting everyone. So I'm fairly confident that Kohl's is going to be around in 10 years. Beyond that, who knows, really? I mean, I certainly can't predict 10 years into the future, and I don't think anyone could have predicted what comes after the iPhone, so who knows? But current price, $49.23. S&P went down 1.2%, Nasdaq went down 1.2% yesterday. Kohl's is basically even on the day. So certainly good news, beating the market by quite a big amount, but pretty much flat overall. PE of 10.27, which is pretty great in a vacuum. I like to compare that to Walmart at 40-ish or an Amazon at 74. So a PE of 10 is certainly pretty good. Dividend yield of 5.46%, which is pretty up there. Beaten slightly by Ford, because Ford is pretty low right now. I don't see a lot of fairly safe stocks that have these kinds of yields. You can certainly find some here and there, but a PE of 10 combined with a dividend yield of 5.5% basically is pretty amazing. So payout ratio of 52%. So even though the dividend yield is pretty up there, they still have a lot of room to grow. They certainly could increase the dividend every year. They certainly could keep a lot of their earnings for a rainy day or a recession or whatever. So payout ratio is pretty good at 50-ish%. So total assets 12.5 billion, total liabilities of 7 billion, which it's not bad, certainly. It's not great, certainly, but it's pretty good. So I do own a couple of Kohl's shares, and I do own them for basically the dividend reason, because I don't see the stock going much lower than it is today, and I think the dividend yield is pretty good to pass up right now, considering the PE, considering the balance sheet, considering the overall direction that the stock is going, and they have just announced that they will do returns for Amazon customers. So I assume that a lot of people who return things from Amazon to a Kohl's store, and there's obviously an incentive there to just pick up something that you wanted to buy anyway. So I see that as a very beneficial partnership for Kohl's to grow their revenues, grow their profits, and I really want to see what happens to the stock with this partnership going on. So that's why I bought the Kohl's stock. I really do see the Kohl's stock being a good choice for dividend investors, especially because of the PE, the balance sheet, the payout ratio, all great factors for a dividend stock. As a value stock, a PE of 10 is pretty great. So if you're looking for value stocks, I think that Kohl's is definitely a good choice to look into. see if it's something you want to invest in. Do some more research into that. Growth stock, no. Kohl's is definitely not something you want as a growth investor. So for growth investors, find something else. Everyone else, I think it's a pretty good stock. Look into it, do your research, but definitely a good candidate. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that. I'm coming out with more videos every day before market open. I hope you have a successful day.